Junor, and I'm the General Manager of RMITV.
Hi, I'm Nick Stevens, and I'm Programming Manager.
Interim
Programming Manager.
Interim.
Hello, I'm Bridget. I'm the Office Manager.
Hey, I'm Alex, and hashtag gory fact, I'm not Mike Gory.
He's also the Tech Manager.
Isn't that?
Technical and Equipment Manager.
You would know all about that, yes.
Well, he's the second best one in recent history anyway.
Thanks.
Cool. So, RMITV.
Yeah, right.
What's with that?
Nice plan.
It's a pun on the university name. So we got an RMIT, right?
Oh.
And a TV is what we make. So they just made RMITV.
But wait, I
That's
thought it was
clever.
RMITV.
Just get out.
Sit through this, we'll get there. We'll get there. So the other one...
No, it's okay. No, after you.
I was just going to say, Jess is the one with the IFB, so she should be saying stuff.
Yeah, right. So, what brought you guys to RMITV?
Well, I was studying media and I saw the position opening for Office Manager, and I'd already done some RMITV productions, and so I applied and I got the job. It's not a great story, really.
Wow. Well, I've got a better story. I saw the thing for my thing and I applied, and I was the only person who applied, and I got the job.
I think I can top that. I didn't even apply, I just got the job.
Shit.
The interim.
Interim job.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
What about you, Jess?
Well, as a keen little first year,
Yep.
I signed up to like all of the clubs
Yep.
at RMIT because I wanted to make lots of friends, and yeah. But then someone who will remain nameless but sits in this room right now
In a
put
week.
my email address down incorrectly, and I never got any emails about RMITV Productions.
Did you put Jess Junor?
I think it was like Roxy 93 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna say underscore like ROX like rocks, because that was like the email that I had when I was young and cool.
Was
In
your
first
name
year.
Roxy then?
No, it's like it's Jess underscore rocks,
It's Roxy now,
and I don't know why.
for the rest of this podcast.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically I didn't get any emails for a long time until I did in like third year, and
What?
then
How did that happen?
because I went and renewed my membership
Okay.
and decided I was gonna do stuff.
Yep.
And now I do lots of stuff.
It takes a while to settle in, I think. I joined RMITV at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
and then I guess just because I was adjusting to the new course, it took me a while to actually do a production.
But you worked on productions as well, Alex. Yeah.
I think I signed up in second year and did some stuff.
Yeah.
I did In Pit Lane and Spines. Probably some other stuff that I forgot. It was pretty good.
I feel like everyone from media sort of signs up and then
A
doesn't
lot.
really do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But they should.
Yeah, they should.
Because RMITV
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, it was kind of like once I think I started with Tough Times, which is like a interview show, and once I started, I was just like, oh, this is actually excellent. And I don't know. It took me ages.
I think
to
a lot
do
of
it.
people are intimidated by it. I don't know, I was at least. Especially because I never got any emails.
I think I was just lazy.
I signed up to the first production that like I got sent an email for.
What did you do? What was your role? And what production was it?
It wasn't even an RMITV production. They just sent out the email. I think it was called Grilled Media or something like that. And I was like the assistant.
Production assistant?
No, just the assistant.
Okay.
Just the assistant.
Yeah.
Just the general assistant.
Just assistant.
Okay.
And then my first proper RMITV production was the first season of Live and Bowen, in which I was a camera assistant. And
Climbing up those assistant ranks.
got there eventually.
Congrats. Now you're interim assistant. Thanks.
Overlord of programming.
What did you
Interim.
do as camera assistant?
So there's camera 2, right, which is the one in the centre.
What?
And occasionally, right at the start of the show, they needed to move forward a metre. So at that point, I would move the cable forward half a metre.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Nice.
And I did that for 13 weeks straight.
You must have nailed it.
But that's the thing, like, you know, you have to do the little jobs. They're just as important as the big jobs. Moving the camera.
The position wasn't re-advertised in the next season.
Oh, well.
Maybe they didn't need to move the camera anymore.
I think the show was poorer from it.
Oh, wow.
Just my opinion.
But, like, Alex, you do other media stuff outside of RMITV.
Yeah, I do.
What kind of stuff do you do? One of your many hats is RMITV, and the other hat is cinematography.
Yes, I'm a freelance videographer / cinematographer. Yeah.
Kind of at alexzemtsov.com or something.
AlexZemtsov.com. I've got business cards that are over there, so I can't get those. Yeah, I do stuff, like mostly corporate music videos. I did a trailer for a Netflix series for a like teen graphic novel. We were filming parkour guys. Why am I looking at the camera? We were filming parkour guys, like in a forest fighting. And it was really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. So people pay you like actual money to...
Yeah.
To make
film
stuff.
parkour guys, and they were like really cool too. They were like, "Oh shit, we should do this and this," and yeah, it was
And
a
they
fun
did.
experience.
That's really cool. But you make some good short films as well.
All right.
I've been prompted to make you talk about your
Oh, yeah.
hilarious short films.
My hilarious. Well, which ones? The hilarious ones or the
Yeah.
other ones?
Just the
Or
hilarious
good
ones.
The hilarious ones are intentionally bad.
Yeah.
I just make those with like friends from high school. Just get together and do stuff. We got the equipment. Might as well. It's kind of fun. We also do like bigger productions with sort of budgets, like $1,000 or something. Hire some lights, get some actors. Those usually last quite a bit longer. The ones with friends are pretty much just us. Like we write a script over like a day or something, and then just show up and do shit.
Do they do media stuff as well, or do they just kind of...
One of them did media at Swinburne, which is not like the good Swinburne film course. That's just media, like really broad stuff.
Yeah.
The rest don't. One does law, another does like arts.
But then you make films. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Nice. Do you have any, anecdotal stories of
Of what?
making, I don't know, films? Like, what's the worst thing that's gone wrong?
Oh man. I don't know.
Has there
Oh,
ever been...
yes. This was on one of our big productions as well. We were filming like in the basement below the uni lodge near the Melbourne Uni, and we had a smoke machine, right?
Yeah.
Good start to the story. And we talked to the location owner. He was like, "Oh yeah, it'll be fine." And apparently he didn't turn the alarms off.
Oh, no.
So yeah, smoke machines, smoke detectors went off. Fire department showed up. Whole building got evacuated. It was pretty fun. The shot looked really good though, so I don't care.
I feel like everyone's got a good
Fire
story or like smoke detection story. There's the Lab on Bowen. Were you there for that episode where...
Oh, yeah. So, a street cleaner caught on fire outside the building,
Oh yeah.
and it was in front of the intake for the building, so it sort of the smoke was filling the studio and stuff. Everyone started panicking.
And this is when it was like live to
Oh, it
air.
was live.
Yeah.
So some of the control room left, others didn't, and then
Oh well. It's brave souls.
Who was hosting at that point?
Aaron McCarthy.
And he was all cool about it? I haven't watched that
yeah,
episode.
it's just a
I should
fire.
watch that episode.
He got a little tense near the end.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? So some people ran and some people just fucking stayed.
Well, it's media. It's all like for yourself.
Okay.
So there was no one like there
Yeah,
evacuating people. It was just like, oh, there's
Just
smoke.
half the crew runs off. The other half is just, oh yeah.
Well, the other half were dedicated to live television, obviously.
Okay.
And they're the ones who are going to make it in the industry.
Did you stay? Were you there?
No, I left.
Ah.
Do you have any fire stories, Bridget?
No, nothing's caught fire on any productions that I've been on.
Wow.
It's
You haven't lived.
probably, yeah, or maybe I'm just
We can change that.
like,
Get you on Ascenders. It'll be good.
I've
Too
been on
soon.
Ascenders.
Ah,
There were no fires that day.
damn.
No, but I think it's probably just because I'm too good at like not
Everything.
having any fires around me.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's good.
That works.
yeah. You need someone on a set like that.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. I remember when I was doing photography in high school and I like set up my heads and like, yeah, the bulb was just, there was just dust around it because nobody used the lights and I was the only one game enough to go out and actually use them. Caught fire. Yep.
That's a good story.
Were you okay?
Thanks, Roxy.
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It was in my house, like it was
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
All good.
Wait, it was in your house?
Yeah.
How's
I
that
like
all good?
I borrowed no, because we just put it out. It was quite
As you
straightforward.
do with fires.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
No need to like get too excited.
At least our stories had real fires.
Oh.
I don't know if I should be ashamed now.
Because you haven't had experience with fires.
No.
Oh, you'll get there.
Yeah. What about like
Okay.
shooting on the road or that kind of thing?
I have shot on a dark road once
Yeah.
in like a forest.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was. It would have been spooky if I was the only one there, but when you've got an entire crew
Mm.
there.
I just realized this is like the Halloween episode of Provisionally Approved. There you go.
Mm.
You said
When's
spooky.
Halloween?
Like
Saturday.
fucking 2 days.
Oh,
No,
shit.
not 2 days at all.
That's why we're in this ridiculous costumes.
I'm a
Explains a lot.
working ghost.
I'm just ghost casual.
Raccoon.
Oh,
Raccoons are scary.
Raccoon ghost.
Have you ever seen a real raccoon?
I lived in America for 6 months.
I don't know. I haven't seen
Conversation
one.
topic.
I've never seen like a
Don't
fox
accuse
or
me
a
of not
raccoon
knowing
or.
what a raccoon is.
I've seen squirrel. That was like a good moment.
Have you seen a possum?
Yes.
on.
I've seen heaps of possums.
We've all seen possums.
Oh my god.
They live in my parents' roof.
It's pretty exciting. I've got a good possum story. My mum's an actress and she works at Red Stitch, yeah? And apparently there's a possum that just like somehow got in and they can't find where it is, but there's a possum living inside the theatre.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like stealing their food.
Does it have possum babies or just
I
one
don't know.
possum?
That's
What is
the
the possum
extent of
baby called?
No. I was going to say a pygmy, but that's
The
not.
little possum. With an apostrophe.
Baby possum.
Mm.
It's like the cat at the Astor.
Yeah.
No
it
one?
is.
Yes?
Exactly.
Is there a cat that lives at the house?
Yeah.
Ah,
How did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
This is Marzipan the Astacat, except Marzipan the Astacat died and there's a new one now.
Oh, Marzipan 2, the Astacat.
Marzipan 2.0.
That sounds like a children's storybook that should be written.
But a
A
cat
marzipan, the
died.
cat that died.
No, just about Marzipan the Astacat.
That died. And we have to go through the grieving process.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
too.
along the lines of children's stories,
Good segue.
Nick, what are you dressed as today?
I'm a fortune teller.
Yeah.
Where's your
Where'd your wig go?
Where's your globe? Yeah, and your
I put it down here.
Oh, yeah. That
'Cause-
could
mostly
be a
because it was
globe.
itchy.
Oh yeah, it's really bad. I was wearing that before underneath all of my caps. Because I don't recommend it.
What can you see of the future?
yeah. Can you tell us our fortunes? Can you tell us RMITV's fortunes?
I
And
see.
Make it good.
I see fire,
Yep. Yourself getting fired?
Yes, and
Redheads.
Bridget standing there
Oh yeah.
with crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes.
I don't have the power to fire you, Nick. I'm just standing there with crazy eyes. Just,
Good story.
I'll come back to this.
Okay. What do you see for Offbeat?
Oh,
Oh shit, these things.
Offbeat. Well, Offbeat's one of those things that just sort of happened. And
It was a long time in the making, though, I reckon.
Was
yeah,
it?
Oh, yeah. The number of times you hear people talking about making a daily show,
Mm.
yeah.
and it just finally,
You
the
just
stars
fire up that
aligned.
Google
Yep, the stars just
name
aligned.
randomizer.
By you call channel 31, you get a time slot, and then you make everyone work to it.
But we found the time slot that worked with the studio as well, which was great.
Mm.
And now we have so much content.
Yeah, so much wonderful content, like Provisionally Approved. They didn't cut to the camera in time.
Do it again.
No, you have to say the line as well.
Camera.
They can
on
fix it in
this
editing,
one.
it's fine. It's all in post.
It's on the post.
Even though we're live. In post.
It's not okay to say that.
It's almost like Back to the Future.
I'm bringing down the fourth wall, Bridget.
No, that's fine. But you can't say we'll fix it in post. As an
No.
editor,
Oh, okay.
I'm mad
yeah.
at you for saying that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
What's the most annoying editor things? I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to direct this.
Just editor things.
Yeah, editor things. Tropes. No.
If you got to
Editing
speak to the
tropes.
crew, what would you say?
Yeah.
I would say,
Do better
Always-
pre-production.
slate the shot before you start rolling, please.
But you can look at the waveforms, right? That's easy enough.
Yeah, you can do
You can do
that.
that.
You mean to sync the sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also it helps to just see what take
Yeah.
and
Just watch the entire thing a few times.
well, that's what I end up doing. Yeah.
How much do you think that would increase your productivity, though?
Exact
13%?
percentage.
13.
I want to say I would spend like 20 minutes less
Wow.
Per shot.
per
It's pretty impressive.
thing, per like minute of footage.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm positive on that.
Positive.
Do
There it
you
is.
edit other people's stuff as well?
I don't enjoy doing it, but I do.
Yeah.
If they give me money. You know. Yeah.
Why don't you enjoy it? Because they don't slate?
Exactly. No, usually it's stuff I've shot, so,
Yeah.
you know. But, I don't know. I just like working on the field, not in front of a computer
Yeah.
kind of thing.
True.
Yeah.
True.
The other thing I will say is don't do more takes than you need to. Like if
Yeah.
you've got it, don't do another take for safety. It's just too much footage to sift through.
Well, if you've got good logging on set, then you generally know what's a good take and what isn't.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had good logging.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I find that a lot of stuff I'm on, they log, but then the editor never gets it. You know.
It's the same with slating. It's like the kind of thing that you're there and you're like, when everyone's there on set, they're like, oh no.
Mm.
And then it's like, well, actually, it comes back to bite you in the end.
A little bit.
That's why I like live, no editing.
Yeah. But all of the stress of being live.
But then it's over, and you go to a establishment.
But you often have those really awkward silences.
But if you live my life, Jess,
That
those
was a
awkward
cue,
silences
Nick.
just appear quite often.
Yeah.
This is our standard office day, really.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I would be Just typing on the computer right now. Ignoring you guys.
Longing for that office lifestyle.
All those emails. People wanting to make shows.
Being answered by Jack and not yourself. Jack answers his emails. Keep trying to look at that camera. Hey.
It's called delegation.
Oh yeah.
Being an overlord, it's hard work.
True.
Yeah.
Just give your password to many people.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No,
No.
you don't do that.
No.
No. No.
I'm pretty sure even I know your password.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the standard one.
Standard password.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. She's going to make me change the password now.
I'm going to change the password. I can do that as the overlord of overlords.
That and you already know the password.
No, but I don't even need to know the password. I can just change it.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
How them apples.
quite the power.
Exactly. Sometimes it scares me.
I see a great downfall.
Do you see an uprising as well?
No, just a downfall.
It's me, isn't it?
Stabs in the back, yeah.
Right. I'm organising the end of year party
Yeah.
right now. Yes,
It's exciting.
I know. Looking forward to it.
Can you give us any details?
It's going to be outdoors. We're going to have a big screen and a projector. And there's going to be picnic rugs and fairy lights.
And elevator music?
Yeah.
The very
As per
one
your
that sits in the
suggestion.
background of Claire's video.
That
Yeah.
was me nodding. Like that.
What's Claire's video? Who's Claire?
The awesome SAF video that we made at the start of the year, the middle of the year, showing people
Yeah.
how to complete their SAF surveys.
Oh, that's right.
And then the office tour with the same music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
the RMITV theme.
Yeah, we'll have that playing through the entire night for 4 hours.
Quite loudly.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be good.
If only we had that music right now to drown out the awkward silences.
If only. Put it in post.
I feel like it would accentuate the awkward silences.
Exactly.
So we should definitely
That's the point.
do it.
This wig is so itchy.
Take it off.
No.
You already took it off, then you put it back on, and now you don't want to take it off.
How's your breakfast, Nick?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Do you want a snake?
No, I'm alright.
Can I have a snake?
Can I have one too?
Go on.
Okay.
Peer pressure. Wasn't a good idea for us all to eat snake.
Solid effort, team. Solid
kind of-
effort.
Just be us chewing for a while.
Yeah.
This is why we're in the administrative area,
Yeah,
not really,
really
the production
exactly how things are in the office. It's like sometimes there's conversation and other times it's just, okay, I'm gonna do this thing.
That's true.
Could talk about what we do in our roles, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So, as interim programming overlord, I answer a lot of emails mostly. It feels kind of strange casually talking to my boss about this, but what I do. I help producers make shows. Like, they'll send me a proposal, and I say yeah, or nah,
Or maybe.
or maybe. but
Maybe it's provisionally approved.
Eh?
Hey.
And, coordinating with Channel 31 time slots for different things.
I sent you 5 emails yesterday.
Yeah. You and everyone else.
Who do you reckon gets the most emails out of... It's
I
you,
do.
right?
I get the most emails.
How many emails do you reckon you receive a day?
17
Wow.
on average,
17.
I'd say.
And they're not
Someone's been keeping
spam?
stats.
They're not spam.
Some of them are spam. But no, it's a lot of not spam that I
Because,
need to.
like, not Screen Hub. Is it Screen Hub Daily Bulletin? I get that every day.
No, I don't get that.
Have you clicked unsubscribe?
No, I want it. I read it because I'm interested in the
Obviously
media
someone's not-
industry.
Someone's not getting enough emails then.
Wait, are we subscribed to Screen Hub?
I think we are, yeah.
Ah, I want to look at their jobs.
You planning on leaving us, Bridget?
No.
So much was uncovered in that podcast.
No. I only want to work part-time. What was I saying?
You want to leave us because
Oh,
you hate
yeah.
us all.
Right, yeah.
Part-time would be the dream, I reckon. Okay. Alex is
Just rip it, like,
waxing his
Can I do
eyebrows.
it for you?
one time I was putting sticky tape on my eyebrows. Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Does that mean you have to buy us a slab?
It
Whoa,
could be my
Jess.
other job,
We don't drink alcohol. What are you
Um,
talking about?
looking for that misplaced cash. But I'll come back to them.
Oh, yeah. The misplaced cash.
It's not
story.
high on the list of priorities.
No.
This story is high on the list of priorities. So
Okay.
I was putting sticky tape on my eyebrows and ripping it off.
Why?
I don't know. I think I was interested in the fact that, like, if you put sticky tape on your skin and then rip it off, like, your skin cells kind of come off on it. And I was just looking, like, not many. It's really... Anyway, I ripped off, like, a chunk of my eyebrow. And it took maybe... I feel like it was, like, a year to grow back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee.
So...
So obviously that's not recent.
No.
Because
this
you were
is when I
busy
was
this
a
weekend with
kid.
Girls on Film Festival, weren't you?
Hey,
I'm
segue.
getting better at this.
Ooh.
Yes, I was. I was a volunteer manager at Girls on Film Festival this weekend, so I was there every day, the whole time, and it was beautiful.
Whereabouts was it? It was in Collingwood?
It was in Brunswick East.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the way, but yeah, we made it work.
How many volunteers?
Heaps. So many people wanted to do it.
Yeah.
We had, like, and our call out for volunteers didn't go out. It was only maybe a month before the festival, but we got at least 100 people
Oh my goodness.
before we, like, shut down the application form.
That's incredible.
And even then, after that, people were emailing us. So we just rostered everybody on because we wanted to meet them all.
Mm.
And also, the festival director was under the impression that, like, loads of people would drop out.
Yep.
But actually, we had a really good, like, rate of people actually showing up, and
That's awesome.
everyone was amazing and lovely. Yeah, it was just beautiful.
What was your highlight? For festival highlight?
Well, most of the time, because I was sort of working, I couldn't actually sit and watch the films. But closing night film was Thelma and Louise, which I don't know what is wrong with me, but I'd never actually seen it before. And yeah, so I saw it for the first time, and I didn't really realise that Thelma and Louise just was so kick-ass.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So
Nice.
many feelings. Yeah.
Is it mostly like features or is it shorts as well?
It was all features. Oh, there was one short called Fatima that
Only
showed
one?
at MIF.
Oh, yeah.
That was showed before Black Panther Woman. It's a feminist film festival, so they're all, like, films chosen by feminists that kind of had positive messages about
Yeah.
women.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. You've had films in festivals, haven't you, Alex?
Yes.
Yes.
I had a film in last year's, whatchamacallit, made in Melbourne. Let's see. I don't know.
What film was it?
Close to the Sun.
Yeah.
It was one of
I've
our
seen
serious ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I had a film in AFI Social Shorts last year as well.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty good. Not quite a film festival. But yeah, that was fairly legit. And it made the film like 2 years prior as well, so that was interesting.
So how do you go about like submitting stuff that, I don't know, is it just kind of like you see the call out and then you find something that will fit? Or do you ever kind of, do you go out with the mindset of creating something that you're going to be able to
Well, no, you
submit?
pretty much, when you're making a film, like, what do you want to do with it? You want, like, exposure.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, generally, you do want to, like, for example, you don't want to make a film too long, because a film over, like, 20 minutes, most film festivals would be pretty iffy about accepting stuff like that. And once it's done, it's pretty much just a case of, there's, like, a couple of websites, like, Without a Box and another one. And that's what you generally use for submission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you ever had anything in any festival interaction?
Festival interaction. Nope.
No. Okay. Cool. Cool story.
Yeah.
You're more into live streaming and
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the kind of
What's
So
the
every
last
difficult-
live stream we've done, or you've done?
So every so often, we at RMITV try and do something live straight to the internet outside the studio.
usually because of Nick.
Yeah, because Nick's passionate about live streaming.
Yeah.
That, and when I was tech manager, I bought a bunch of equipment for it, so I like to justify my existence. And the last thing we did was Live from the House, which was a the Sin show. In Joke Tonight wanted to do a live stream of comedians, and we helped them do that.
Yeah. And we had the budget night as well. That was live streamed as well. Right?
Yes.
It's really good.
Mm.
Where do you think the future for live streaming will be? Like, you see the YouTube awards, the kids on the YouTubes, like they live stream that stuff. Is that kind of, I think it'll be like big events live streamed.
I see big events, but I also see lot very small events being covered, very niche things.
Yeah.
If the technology becomes cheaper and easier to use. Like
Because-
live streaming funerals or weddings and stuff like that.
Funeral.
Well, if your family lives overseas,
Yeah, right.
spending $6,000 to go to a funeral when you're
Skype it.
is
Come on.
It's
or
true.
live stream it and let everyone use the possession.
The world take part in your grief.
But I feel like the thing with YouTube and like online video is that generally people are quite forgiving with production elements in general. Like it's a general consensus that you're going to be filming stuff on your phone or just like whatever equipment you've got. You haven't paid thousands of dollars to get equipment to film things if you're a vlogger. So like live streaming is something that essentially not the layman could do, but they could establish a vlog really easily.
Yeah.
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 I feel like live streaming to like online platforms is probably the closest thing we'll have to broadcast television where people are watching something together at the same time. Yeah.
So I guess the question like kind of becomes, will we live stream from studios, like studio shows? Would that be something that, do you reckon people would want to watch that live streamed?
Yeah.
Or does like, because it's not necessarily a time specific kind of thing?
Well, I remember when the 50th anniversary Doctor Who episode came out, it came out all over the world at the same time. And it was kind of, because it's such a it's got such a cult following, people loved it, like they dressed up. And
Did they play that in cinemas as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was playing in cinemas as well. So I guess things like that where it's kind of a niche thing that's got a big following, it could be kind of an event for a community.
Interesting.
I suppose when a large amount of people want to see it, something when it comes out, not just when it's ready. So for studio shows, I don't see live streaming as such a big thing because it can be simultaneously released but not streamed as it happens.
Yeah.
But concerts and events and things which sort of only happen as they happen is where the market is for live streaming.
Yeah, again, like large scale events where there's people who would be otherwise difficult to get together, kind of like when you have a whole lot of celebrities together, rather than, I don't know. That's the kind of thing, like my sister she was watching the Streamies, which is like a YouTube awards, or, I don't even know. Yeah. But she's really into it, and she's like 17, and it's interesting how it's not a huge age gap, but there's still a massive difference between the content that we consume and how we kind of consume it.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you guys watch?
At the moment, because I'm programming manager, I spend a lot of time just reviewing what the organisation makes.
Yeah, that's all right. What's your favourite? No, we shouldn't say that. It's going to be biased.
Well, it's not provisionally approved. It has such terrible guests. Shocking guests.
Worst.
What's my favourite community television show?
I have a favourite. The F Word,
Yeah.
which I worked on as an editor, and then I was camera op and sometimes floor manager. Anyway, what's your favourite?
We could get back to my favourite, or we can talk about the show that you recently submitted. Sorry, what?
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Double tick the segues there.
Yeah. That's going well. I guess I was a bit distracted by the Girls on Film Festival this weekend, but I'm really going to get straight back into it now. We've shot one episode, and they're just going to be really short, like definitely under 2 minutes, possibly 30 seconds, YouTube/other online platforms, comedic sketches. So I've been running a writer's room every week, and we've just been getting together, writing some funnies.
And you were thinking of doing a possible campaign or something for that?
Yeah.
Possible campaign.
To fund sort of catering, but we're trying to keep it really minimal, not use props or anything, and we write it within locations that we already have access to.
Yeah, it's good. Locations seem to be a continual, fight in the world of community TV.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing RMITV has public liability insurance. Sign up today.
Up to 1 million. We shouldn't talk about the exclusions on that, though.
What kind of, is it like physical comedy? Is it like, what kind of, how do you go about running a writer's room?
Well,
What makes the cut?
I think to kind of become good at making content, you need to just make a lot of it.
Yep.
And put it out there, see what audiences' reactions are, and then you start to get an idea of what works. So in the writer's room, we tend to do some brainstorming activities. Then we write the sketches by doing a series of drafts. So we write the first draft, and when we write that, we've only got 30 minutes to do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and because it's the first draft, it might be changed really drastically, so you can't get too attached to it, which I think is really important, to not get too attached to it and be flexible about it. So one person writes the first draft, then we all read it, we discuss, we come up with areas that might need to be changed, and it's kind of a collaborative process in figuring out which things we need to focus on. Then in the second draft, somebody else writes the second draft.
Yeah.
And addresses those areas.
Yeah, cool.
And we kind of keep doing that until we've got something that we're happy with. What was
Nick's
that?
just kind of staring at one spot. Pretty good. Continue.
That's really interesting. So it's kind of, it's taken largely from like lean filmmaking then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this woman from my work at the Queer Film Festival. I met the festival director. Her name's Kylie Eddy, and she started up a kind of new method of filmmaking with her business partner called lean filmmaking. And it's actually a process that's been around for quite a while, and it's used in other businesses.
Alex is just attending to his
What are you
large
talking
number
about?
of emails. Is that right?
What?
What?
Because
Yeah.
Tech must
That's
get
okay.
like one a week or
Exactly.
something.
At least one every hour.
No, that's fine, Alex. Carry on with your with your emails. I don't
It's
mind.
important. I'm selling a Steadicam.
Not
Cool.
our Steadicam though.
Not our Steadicam.
Yeah.
My own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a good price for it?
Yeah.
Good.
So I can't make my phone call.
No.
We can't make a phone call.
You
be
could make a
important.
phone call, but you just need to let everyone else listen. Otherwise, that would be rude.
We're on speaker.
Speakerphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
But the
I won't
viewer can't-
allow it.
You just said I could as long as I put
Can
on
I also
speakerphone.
make a phone call?
No, guys. We're talking about lean filmmaking. It's really interesting.
Okay.
What's lean filmmaking?
Come on, team.
Okay, so it's a process. It's a methodology of creating a thing that lots of Alex,
What? I'm paying attention.
you're looking too attentive.
Oh,
Don't look so attentive.
damn.
Yeah, it's a process that's been applied to lots of businesses, different industries. And now Kylie and her business partner are applying this thing to filmmaking. And the idea is that you make it, you kind of pre-production, production, and post-production all happen quite quickly, and they happen repeatedly in cycles. And the idea is that you need to test what you've made on an audience, get their feedback, and then address those issues and make it again, and make it again, and again, and again, and again. Because in traditional filmmaking, you can spend years on pre-production or developing a concept, and then it's all this money and effort to do the production side of it, which is actually a really short amount of time because you do so much planning, a short amount of actual production, quite a lot of time in post-production. And then after all of that, it's not until then that anyone sees it. And that's when you realise what you should have done differently, but it's too late by that point.
Yeah.
So lean filmmaking tries to address that issue.
Good.
Mm,
Good story.
yeah.
What's about making things for audiences? Like, it's an audience focus. Because I think that a lot of filmmaking, especially, you have a very, like, a focus on the auteur. Like, what they want to make, what their vision is.
Mm.
And then somebody else has to try and sell it to people. And whether that's bought or not will always change.
Yeah, you're right. Like, at the start of... I worked on a lean filmmaking project a while back, and at the very beginning it was kind of like, what do we want to do here? Do we want to make something for ourselves?
Yeah.
Or do we want to make something for an audience? And I think, yeah, if you have the goal of making something for an audience, then it's a really good process. And to be honest, I think that's really everyone's goal. And if you kind of say that you're not making it for an audience, then it's a bit of a defense mechanism, because you're just like, well, if nobody likes it, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting point, and I think that, you know, obviously with commercial TV, you really see that it's always audience driven because that's where the money comes from. And so applying that to community TV is always really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think that all of our producers have a really keen interest in making something for an audience. But sometimes I think that, like, you know, we could kind of, especially moving into more online distribution and stuff, really focus things in that way and make sure that people are thinking about who it's going to why they're going to pay attention to it and what they want out of it.
Well, I feel like
Exactly.
with community TV, because we've got a lot of niche shows, and a lot of the time it is a case of the producer kind of, this is a show, I am my own audience, and there's other people like me, obviously, but there's like an overlap there as well. So usually someone's like passionate about something, it's like, I want to make a show about this,
Yeah.
and then just do it. And
So why are we chasing the audience?
Well, because we want to appeal to the niche in that kind of example, right? Like it's because you are interested in something, but it's about tapping into that network of people as well. And I guess using online distribution is kind of the way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like having online distribution just completely changes the audience, the relationship between the audience and the content, because it can be way more interactive.
Yeah,
You can really use that to your advantage when you're making content.
absolutely. I'm being told that's basically all that we have time for. So thanks for watching Provisionally Approved or listening to it.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw, check the links below.